Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my review for Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, episodes 1 and 2. Spoiler warning for the first 2 episodes of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. If you have not seen the first 2 episodes, go watch them and come back. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I was very excited for this show. Apparently a lot of the early reactions were really good. Rotten Tomatoes has like an 86, which is good. A lot of really cool people involved. You know, Wyatt Russell and Kurt Russell playing the same person but in different time periods. Matt Shackman being like an executive producer, and I think he directed the first episode, which got me really excited because he's obviously really good. He directed things in Game of Thrones, The Boys, and obviously is the director of WandaVision. So very excited for that. Yeah, it had a interesting cast, and there was a lot I was excited for. And I like the Godzilla and Kong movies a lot. So I was excited to get back into this universe because it is set in the same universe. And yeah, so I watched the first 2 episodes, and I gotta say I found it a little bit. I don't want for a show about giant Titan monsters, I found it to be a little bit boring, to tell you the truth. Like, obviously I'm still going to watch it and I'm probably going to review it week to week, depending on how this video does. But yeah, there were parts that I enjoyed, but especially in the first episode, there were a lot of parts that I just found to be not bland, but like just boring and uninteresting. Like, a lot of the things that were going on, like, I came to the show for like monsters and kaijus, and which you do get. Obviously I do want good emotional interpersonal stories, but I just felt the whole thing that they were doing with the dad and the half brother, we don't exactly know the dad's involvement with the overall story. We know that what was his, I forgot the dad's name, but Kate, what was the children's name? Kate and Kanato or something? Karato? I'm gonna butcher that. I really don't want to, so I'll just say Kate and her brother. Kate and her brother's dad was involved with Lee's character to some extent, and I think he is the son of the doctor that Lee was helping with Billy and stuff. Their last name was Randa, right? So that's they obviously have a connection. I think that's the grandparents, because obviously we see they are together, and so we also see her die, by the way, in the end of the first episode, which was crazy. But then it jumps a lot through time periods. So in the first episode we see Lee Shaw and Billy and the doctor like looking for this monster and looking for radiation and things like that, and then they find the egg pit with that. There was some cool stuff in that scene with the egg pit and like the monsters hatching out of it. That was cool. But yeah, and then she dies in that scene basically, and then the next episode we see when they first met and sort of how she first met Billy and Lee. So I enjoy the past stuff a lot more than I enjoy the present stuff, just because I wasn't really interested in Kate and like her half family, and Kentaro is his name, by the way. Kentaro, I didn't want to get that wrong, but I wasn't really interested in how their dad had a secret life for both of them. We don't exactly know what he was doing, so it's hard to be interested in this story itself. So yeah, also Kiersey Clemens' character was kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. I like that actress a lot, but May, I think her name was, she was kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. I don't know, she seemed to be up to something when she was like decoding the encryption that they had. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, definitely the end of the episodes, the end of episode 2 definitely got me excited for what's coming in the future, because there was some cool moments with Kurt Russell saying let's get the hell out of here, and that pretty cool moment with the dragon kaiju. We don't exactly know the nature of it or what its name is, but yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of that. And I gotta tell you, the CGI is really, really good. Other than the moment in the beginning of the first episode where they flash back to like the guy from Kong Skull Island, and he's like throwing the Monarch briefcase, because Monarch has that little infinity logo. He throws the Monarch briefcase into the ocean. I thought that whole sequence with the giant spider and the giant crab thing, I thought that looked a bit, the monsters themselves looked good, but there was obvious green screen, and like, it just looked a bit off, and I was like, I understand it's a TV show, but the kaijus themselves look great. Like Godzilla in that scene when Kate was on the school bus and all those kids died, which by the way, that was crazy. I thought that was a really good scene and really got me invested in her character, even though I don't really enjoy the story that's happening with her at the moment. But the CGI looked incredible on Godzilla and all the other kaijus. I mean, how much money does Apple have to spend on this show? I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the past stuff more. I thought that was really interesting when they were looking for the radiation. The way it jumps around between time periods, especially because there's like 2 main time periods, but then you go back further before the past time period, which really confused me. I was like, wait, she doesn't know him. But yeah, I enjoy the past time period a lot more. The stuff with the was it called Lawson boat that they find? That whole sequence was pretty crazy and was like pretty nail biting as well. There was really good tension in that scene. But yeah, overall, I thought for a show about monsters that is supposed to be epic and grand in scale, the first episode, definitely the first episode rather than the second, felt kind of boring and kind of bland. I don't know. I think maybe in the future it'll lead up to something great, like, you know, pretty epic, which I hope for. But yeah, overall, these first 2 episodes, they didn't win me over, right? The end of them got me excited. There was some cool stuff. I like Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. I think the idea of them playing the same character but in 2 different time periods is obviously very, very creative and very smart, because they are obviously father and son. And so I think that's interesting, and I think that is something that's obviously going to hook a lot of people. But yeah, so it's got that going for it. But yeah, overall, I thought the first 2 episodes had a lot more, you know, I guess a lot more boring stuff about them than there was exciting and interesting stuff. I do think it's going to get better. I think they're probably saving it. They're saving the budget. They're saving things like that for something epic to come. So yeah, I will continue to watch the show. I'll at least give it like another 2 episodes, and if it's just, you know, not very good by then I'll probably give up on it. But anyway, that's my review for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Do you agree with me? Do you not? Let me know your reasons. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would really help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I upload videos in the future. And if I continue to cover this series, you don't miss my future uploads of my reviews for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.